everybody, I'm Darlene and I would like to welcome you to my kitchen. Today I'm going to be making spaghetti, crab, and veggie salad. So it's going to be really good. Our ingredients that we have today are, I have some spaghetti. This is the regular large spaghetti, just regular. This is a 2-pound box. I am only going to use about 1 pound. So, and then we have a can of tomatoes, diced tomatoes, our Italian salad dressing, some olive oil. I have my grated Parmesan cheese, and I have about 1/2 to 3/4 cup of black olives. I will be slicing those up. And then I have 1 bell pepper, a zucchini, and 1 yellow squash. And then I have some a small head of broccoli I'll be using. And then I have my carrots. This is the it's already julienned carrots, so it's just really convenient when you can get it at the store like this. If you cannot, then just go ahead and cut you up some fresh carrots, or grate them, whatever you like. But or I think thinly sliced would be good though. But if you can buy one of these are wonderful. Just already pre-cut. And then I have 1 onion. Now I actually have 2 halves right here that I'm going to go ahead and use. I need to use it up. So you need 1 small or medium onion. And then I have 2 green onions. I'm actually using this for the color, really, for the green, because my bell pepper is so red. It's not really giving me the pretty green color. I do have the broccoli, and zucchini really doesn't give you, it's white inside, like that one. I had to use this up, it's going bad on me. So I had to cut all the bad spots off. Anyway, and our most important thing, our crab delights. This crab delights, it's imitation crab and chunk meat. Anyway, this is an 8-ounce bag, and these things are wonderful to work with for salads and different other things that I have some videos I'll put out about using them. So anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed this salad. It is going to be a cold salad, a cold spaghetti salad, and it is going to, it's very refreshing. It's wonderful for the hot summer days. So I hope y'all like it. Yeah. It'll be really good. So the first thing I need to do is get my spaghetti going. And like I said, I'm only going to use about half of this, because this is a 2-pound box. I only need 1 pound. So let me get my water going. I've already filled up my pan halfway with water. This is a big pan, so I'll go ahead and get it hot. Turn it on high. Let me move all this stuff away from my burner. Alright, I'll start with these onions. Okay. So the first thing I'm going to go ahead and do, and I have already washed and cut up washed my vegetables and pre-cut them, pre-fixed them, and my bell pepper, my stuff, my vegetables were trying to go bad on me, and if yours are, just cut off the bad spots if they're not too bad, and go ahead and use them real quick. Use them in a spaghetti sauce or something, but otherwise, if they're still real good, go ahead and cut them up and put them in something like this, and helps you get them used up before they can all go bad on you. Anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and cut up my squashes. And like I said, I did already wash them. So I'm just going to slice these to start with. I'm not doing them too thin, but they're thin enough. I'll show you. So kind of like this. And then I'm going to turn right around Come back up. That's too many. Anyway, so now I'm just going to slice it in half, and then I'm going to cut those again a couple of times so that they're bite-sized pieces. So you'll get a good bite, but not too big. See, I like that. I like that. It makes for a nice size. A nice bite size. This is a wonderful salad in the summer when it's hot, and my family loves it. You can, if you have a busy day out in the sunshine or whatever, you can have this all pre-made and have it in the fridge and have it chilled. Come back in and eat. Yum! Nice and easy. Just pull it out of the fridge and eat it. And so when you have your busy days or your days taking care of your yard, or come home from work and it's already ready, that's always great, right? There are so many different ways of salads, and you know, our normal salad that we think of is always lettuce, but it doesn't have to be. There are macaroni salads, potato salads, pasta salad, now there's spaghetti salad. I made mine like this one year, and my kids just loved it being spaghetti. So that's what I do. I do that spaghetti. That's how much they love spaghetti. So I hope that you guys like this. I really do. Just a different way of fixing it. It's just the top. I don't need that. Okay, so got quite a bit. Now I'm going to work on my zucchini. Like I said, my zucchini was trying to go bad. I cut off all the pieces. It's nice and solid and good. You don't want to use it if it's mushy. Don't do that. Don't use a mushy one. Just cut off any bad parts if you need to. And, but see, the inside of zucchini is a light color. And I want it extra green. And since my bell pepper is red, then I added my pretty green onion. Green onions. Green onions. Okay, I'm going to slice this and do it the same way. I do like the green on the outside. I don't peel my zucchini or squash, as you see. I don't peel it. I like that outside crunchiness. My water's getting hot for our spaghetti. But this works out real good making this dish because I can do all this, you see, while my spaghetti water is getting hot. By the time that the spaghetti is done, we're ready to put it together. So it doesn't take any longer than making spaghetti or something. you can just cut them kind of, you know, just like the squash, just kind of bite-sized pieces, or whatever you want, really. You want bigger pieces? That's fine. I like a medium-sized bite. Okay, got a little bit more of those. And if your vegetables get, you know, too hot, they go bad quickly. And you don't know how long they've sat at the grocery stores. So if you need to use them up, this is a good way to use them. And now if you get them in the refrigerator and they're in there too long, or they, if they get in the back of the fridge or too cold, if they get like they're too cold and frozen, they go bad so fast. Sometimes our refrigerators don't quite work right. Mine does that at times. Like the back of my fridge, I put something in the back of it, it'll freeze. That ruins my vegetables. Okay, so let me put a little bit of salt in my spaghetti water and a little bit of oil because it keeps the spaghetti from sticking together as it cooks. So I put about a tablespoon, okay, just a splash. That's all you need. It will keep your pasta from sticking together. And, okay, let me get my going on my pepper. I'm just cutting these into chunks as well. I do cut my things kind of smaller. I don't make them big old chunks. I don't want huge chunks of stuff in my salad. Chunks, what size you want, so I'm sure you'll be fine. Fresh vegetables are wonderful. Love them. They're so good for you. Now, these, kind of like that. For me. Y'all make them whatever y'all want. For me. This bell pepper was every color. Green, red, yellow. Bell peppers are great and they're very, very healthy for you. Of course, all the vegetables are healthy for you. All of them. My water is boiling to death. Guess I better get that spaghetti in there, huh? So it can be done. Pepper. Yeah, I did try to have some of the stuff ready, a little bit washed off and prefixed so that it'd be easier for recording. Spaghetti. Like I said, I'm on my half of this. And it depends on how many people you're cooking for. So you'll know, I mean, make whatever amount you normally would make for a, you know, for regular spaghetti or something. I am going to break this into 3 pieces because I like to do that. I like the size, the length, you know, so that's what I do. That's just me. You can do your spaghetti what way you want. I like to do it like that. And about how much was in the parent box. So I might be making a little bit more because I didn't look at my box so good before I started breaking them up. Oops. I know how much I put in here, so it'll be about right. About a pound. Like I said, maybe more. I'll go ahead and put a little extra for me. So if I have some extra spaghetti left over, that's okay. Just in case. Because I do have a lot of vegetables, and you can do whatever amount of each vegetable that you really want to anyway. Okay. Let's see. Now I'm going to... I can open that. Go ahead and rinse off our carrots. Camera. My camera back just a little bit, as far back as I can scoot it. And you put in whatever amount of the carrots that you want in y'all's. I'm trying to make each bowl pretty much about the same. So everything's about equal. Pretty much about equal. I'll save half of my bag. I'll use about half a bag. So it's like, that's about the same as my zucchini. A little bit more than my squash. And of course peppers. But anyway, it'll work out. Y'all make yours however much you want. Let me go ahead and open up my here goes my can opener. Open up my can of tomatoes. Stir my spaghetti. I'm telling you that putting in a little bit of oil helps. Because you saw me, I forgot to stir it before when I put it in. I put it all in, and wonderful. Putting in a little bit of oil makes a difference. It really, really does. That's great. Okay. I'll turn that down just a smidgen. I want it to keep boiling really, really good. That makes it cook faster. It's cooking fast. I like making this because it makes a lot, and our family, they love it. Okay, I'm going to pour the sauce into this other bowl. I can't remember whether I used the tomato sauce or not. I don't think I do. The juice. I don't think I do. I think I drained it out before. I'm pretty sure I drained it out. I'm pushing in because I want to get all that out. A whole lot of it out. Okay. Tomato chunks. Tomatoes. There we go. Okay, we have our broccoli. I'm going to cut this up and then I'm going to wash it. This one I didn't wash yet. So I just want to get the end pieces. I say end pieces, I mean the end, like that. Because I don't really want the bigger stalks on this. You get part of it, but you don't want to get a whole of it. See, like that. Because I'm going to take it and I'm going to cut them into pieces, smaller bite-sized pieces. Just like that. And I'm going to take it over there and wash it. And I'll turn my camera off. I do take a little while doing all this. See? I like to do smaller bite size. Y'all do whatever y'all want to do. This is what I do. Okay? I cut them in half, and I like little bite-sized pieces in my salad. I do that in most of my salads. So anyway, I'm going to finish doing all this, and I'm going to take it over to the sink, and I'm going to rinse them off. Okay? So, put them in here, and I'm going to take them to the sink and rinse them off. Okay, y'all, so I rinsed my broccoli all off, cut it into little bitty pieces, and washed it all off. And then, now, if you use these, you can always wrap them up in saran wrap, put them back in the fridge. You can cook these. You can boil them, cut them up into pieces, boil them, or saute them down, and you can use them in soups. Cook them way down till they're nothing. They help to thicken your soups. And that goes with all vegetables. Okay, so also, my carrots came in a bag. And I don't know if they have preservatives in this bag and stuff, you know, to keep them from going bad faster or what. I rinse them off. I rinse them off really good in water and drain it out as much water as I could possibly get out. Okay, so that's what I do. Hopefully that's just a hint of something that maybe you might agree with doing. So I did that. My spaghetti, it was cooking. I turned it. It cooked at least 15 minutes cooking time, not the boiling time, but the cooking time. I mean, not the time the water was getting hot. The water was already hot when I put it in. Always put your spaghetti or any kind of pasta into hot boiling water. Never put your spaghetti into cold water. Never. Always get it boiling. Always. And then, anyway, then it cooked for about 15 minutes or so. I took it off the burner and just let it sit there. Turn the burner off. Just let it sit. It finishes cooking because it soaks in that water. Okay, so I got me a bite just to check it out. And I'm hungry. And it's perfect. It's perfect. Anyway, so when you taste yours, if it's soft enough, perfectly fine. Okay, then we're ready to go to the next step. If it's not, let it sit some more in that water, or boil it. You can check it while it's still boiling, and just take out a little bit, let it cool, and taste it. If it seems like it's soft enough, then go ahead and take it off. And you want it to be, you don't want it mushy. You want to have a little bit of bite to it, to where it's almost done, and then take it off the burner. It sits for just a minute. And but what we're going to do now is we're going to drain it, and then we're going to put cold water on it because we want cold spaghetti. Okay, we don't want hot spaghetti this time. We want cold spaghetti. So that's what we're going to do. Whew. Okay, and I forgot to get my big okay, so I've got my big colander. I'm going to put it down in my sink. Put on my cold water. up with cold water because I don't want it to cook anymore. I want to stop the cooking process. I want it to be cold. I don't want it cooking anymore. I don't want it hot. I want it cold. Still using cold water. And I do take a little while doing this. Okay, I'm going to let it sit in the sink now. And so that cooled it down, but it also got it rinsed off really good. And that's what I want. But now I need it to drain all that water off as much as possible. Alrighty, y'all. So, my pasta is draining. I have it in the colander in the sink. And then we have... I need to cut up my little onion. I already cut up my big onion, and I just did it in pieces, kind of like that. Just not skinny, not too little, not too big. That's just for my family. If y'all don't like onions, don't put it in it. That's up to you how much, what you want to put in. Same thing with the green onions. Now the green onions, I cut like that because I want to save the roots. Now this one has a lot of roots. This one didn't have hardly any roots. It's still got a few. So I'm hanging down. You can stick it in water, stick it in a little bitty thing, stick it in water, and put it in your sink, and they'll start sprouting up in your sink. I mean, like this. Put them in a little container and see how they're starting to sprout up. These are short. I had some bigger ones. I already used them. Anyway, so just keep them in water. I got to put these back in water. So I'll just sit these in here and add some more water, and they'll start sprouting. That is exactly what I did. Stick it back in my window. I have some more onions. I can watch my onions grow. I already washed these off. So, but like I say, there's plenty of onion left. I'll just leave that little bit that I cut off. And it comes in handy at times. Okay, I'm just going to slice these up. And I'm just going to put them in my, just mix them with the other onions. It's all going in the same thing. In the same spaghetti. And we're almost done. We're almost ready. Get this all put together. I like this, I do. But see, I love vegetables and I love spaghetti. Y'all know that. Vegetables and spaghetti. But I like the fresh vegetables when I can get them. I do a lot of cooking. But I really like to get my vegetables fresh like this whenever I possibly can. They're healthier for you, actually. They have more vitamins and minerals and everything in them this way. Because when you cook them, you kind of lose. You boil it away, saute it away, whatever, but it kind of, you lose part of it. So fresh is the best way you can get your vegetables. And this is all, of course, vegetarian. It's spaghetti and vegetables. So all of you vegetarians, hopefully I'll make you hungry too. So I'll just mix that with my other onions. I do need to do my black olives. And what I do with these is I just slice them. You can slice them as big or little as you like. I just do it where you have the hole in the middle, you know. Slice each one in about 3 pieces. So it does take me a moment. But these add to your pasta, to your dish. These are wonderful. Everything is wonderful here. This is so good. Yeah, I'm finding 3. Slice it into 3 is really better. I do appreciate you guys watching these videos all the way through. I know that some of my videos are long. I do a lot of cutting and chopping and talking, and I want to cover everything. I really want to help y'all, teach y'all something. And you can comment and teach me something. Tell me, give me some ideas too. That's fine. I had one lady commented me. She said she was interested in how I did my chicken and dumplings. So I was already planning on doing them, and I will get them out for y'all. Chicken and dumplings. I sure will. I love chicken and dumplings. I will get that out. And I really appreciated her. She was watching, and she's commenting me back and let me know she's interested in that. So if there's something y'all would like me to make, let me know. Just let me know. I'll try. I'll try. Let me wash my hands real quick. I want to drain this as good as I can. Our pasta. Doing pretty good. That's pretty good. So, we're going to start putting this stuff together. Okay, y'all. So, our spaghetti is already drained. And I'm going to put it back in here. Back in here. It is very important to really try to get as much of that water out as you can. Because we don't want our spaghetti salad stuff to be watery. I mean, it's okay to have some in it, but it'd be better to not have very much. That would be a lot better. So my pan is all pulled off. I'll put it right here where y'all can see. I think y'all can see. And I'm going to start putting our stuff in here. Actually, I think I'm going to go ahead and start putting this in first. This is our Italian dressing. You can put in other dressings, but I like the Italian in it. I have some other recipes of different dressings that I'll be putting out, homemade ones. I did make my, I put my Caesar dressing out already. Homemade Caesar dressing, and a lot of people like that dressing. So I'm really glad, thank you. I'm glad y'all like it. Always shake your dressings up really good. Just like everything else, I tell you, they settle on the bottom. Whether it's lemon juice or anything. I even shake up my milk. I do. But, y'all may laugh at me, but things settle. And, you know, that or lemon juice or something, it's good to shake them. And I'm in a habit of, I shake everything up. My mustard, I do. Anyway, so I'm just going to start pouring some in. I have never measured all this stuff before. I've made it for years and years and put stuff together. Now, I don't remember whether I actually put my broccoli in all the time. I guess sometimes it depended on whether I just had it or not. Now, I like cucumbers. I love cucumbers. I didn't have any cucumbers right now. You can add cucumbers, or you can have broccoli, or any other different vegetable, that you like in your salads or something. So, yeah, try it your way. Try, put in what you like. But I'm going to put this in. This makes it easy and quick. So, I try to make things fresh, but then I also try to make them quick. So I'm going to just put these in. Put this in. I'm just squirting it all in there. That's not that much. It seems like more. Okay, squirting it in there. For now. And my big spoon, I got it. Let me make sure y'all can see. Okay. A little bit better. A little bit better. So let's just put it in there. A little bit easier to mix that into this pasta before I get all that in there. And I actually was thinking that was going to give me more pasta. When my kids were young, I made twice this much pasta and put this stuff in there. Okay? So I know that it's enough. If you want to put 2 pounds of the regular spaghetti, go for it. I would make that big old pot of spaghetti and then add all this stuff to it and the dressing. And it was a huge amount. And I remember having them all together, and I ended up with a couple of freezer bags in the fridge. Oh, they loved it. Just go get it out of the fridge. It's nice and cold. Make you a bowl. That's what we would do. My kids, my girls were teenagers, and oh, they loved it. They loved it. I'm going to put some more. Your spaghetti stuff needs it. And we've got all this other stuff to put in. So I'm putting in quite a bit. Yeah, I probably used a whole one when I made that whole huge pot that I used to make. So, get it mixed in. Okay, that's working great. Yeah, I'm going to start putting some of these things in there. I put like half at a time or so. Since I did only make 1 pound, maybe I won't make all this, need all this much. I don't have my kids are not all living at home anymore. I like cooking with my kids. I'm gonna put half of them there. And of course now they were dropping in all the time until all this stuff started happening, here in spring of 2020. So, but that's kind of made a damper into everything. But I'm just really glad that everybody's healthy and doing all right. I'm trying to put about half of everything right now. These will be a little easier to stir up. Peppers, most of them, and I'll put you in last. Ooh. Stir it up. Yep, so I think I can go ahead and put it all in. Oh yeah. This is looking good too. I'll go ahead and get all these in there. All the rest of it, because it's going to be great. going to put in some tomatoes. Oh, y'all, that looks so good. Look at that. Look at that. That is looking so good. It's looking so good. I gotta stir it up. And it's full. Make sure you have a huge container of some kind. Make it easier. The bigger the container is, the easier it will be for you to stir it up. I don't have a whole lot of bowls. I used to, and I don't know where they went. Everything disappeared. I got put in storage or something. Oh man, this is looking so good, y'all. Oh man. And when this is chilled in the fridge, then it's even, oh, it's just better. It is wonderful. But you will have to stir it up or something because of this stuff. It'll kind of settle on the bottom. So you need to stir it. If you put it in a big old freezer bag, kind of shake it. I mean, not shake it, but you know, move it around real good. Freezer bags do work pretty good. Just make sure it's sealed really good. Really well. Okay. Oh, this is doing good. Okay. Now this, I don't even have this in there yet. Doesn't have the tomato stuff in it yet. Now I wanted to tell y'all that you can make it without the tomatoes if you like. It will change it a little bit. The tomatoes will be a little bit mushy. That's why I say tomatoes can be a little bit mushier. Everything else is solid pieces of vegetable. See? Yum. I'm hoping y'all can see everything. Okay, y'all. So, I'll be putting the tomato stuff in, but I wanted you guys to, you know, you'll see it like this, but then you guys can decide whether you want to put tomato stuff in it or not. Now, I do still have to get my crab meat in. So, excuse me. So let me get this opened. Okay, there we go. All right. Not a whole lot in it, but there's enough. Now, I'm actually going to rinse mine off, which I would have done a moment ago. I wasn't thinking about that. So, I'm going to rinse it off. I gotta find a bowl. Just a moment. Okay, y'all. So, I just slightly rinsed it. I didn't want to do much because I don't want to tear it all up. It's kind of little chunks. This is my, that's what it is. Crab Delights. It's imitation crab meat, chunk meat. It doesn't cost very much. It's, what it is actually is a fish. It's fish. But, looks like crab meat. Anyway, that's the way they sell it. So, I'm going to put this on my plate. And any bigger pieces, I'm just going to kind of cut a little bit. I don't have to do much to it. But I don't want it to be real big pieces. It's all going to fall apart anyway in my salad when we stir it up. But I do have a couple of big chunks here. More than I thought. But I do want them to be big enough pieces you can see them in the salad, in the pasta. I'm cutting each one in half. Just cut it in half. And that will work perfect. So if you buy the big chunks, just cut them in half. Or more, it's up to you. I just try to give y'all good ideas. Y'all can always change things up your way, do it your way. Do whatever you like, you're the one eating it. But I do hope that I give y'all a lot of different good ideas. I hope that, that I can help in any kind of little way. So, some of these do need cut up a little bit more too. So, that's okay. We do have a lot of pasta to put it in anyhow. So, that'll be good. I think I cooked the perfect amount, actually. That 1 pound of spaghetti is perfect. And the amount of vegetables worked out perfect. I thought maybe I'd cut up too much vegetables. Like I said, I used to stretch things. And I'd stretch it with pasta. So I would make twice that amount of spaghetti for my family and this amount of vegetables. And it worked perfect for us. It really did. So I'm going to put this on in here. And I still have my tomatoes. Now my tomatoes sitting here. And the liquid, there's some more liquid. Even though I had drained all that liquid out of my tomatoes, I've got some down in the bottom because it sat here. Anytime anything sits, the liquid's going to slowly get more down in it. So, this, I don't know if I can do this. I don't want to drop tomatoes. Yep. Okay, good. Just in time. Okay, so I drained that some more. I'm going to go ahead and put my tomatoes in here too. And y'all, this is good with or without the tomatoes, with or without the fish. This is excellent, okay? Y'all try it different ways. Different ways. We've had it both ways. We've had it all kinds of ways. Had it with whatever I had on hand. And that's what you've got to do. Make dishes with whatever you have handy. So, ooh, that's going to be good. And I can tell right now I'm putting more Italian. The spaghetti is soaking the Italian dressing up. You know, like spaghetti just soaks stuff up. It soaks up water or spaghetti sauce. So it's soaking this. It is soaking this Italian dressing up too. But, well, I don't know that y'all can really see the, oh, you can see the shrimp. You might be able to see the shrimp. See the shrimp. So now I'm going to put the tomatoes in it. Now, they'll change the texture a little bit of the spaghetti, and, you know, but, so it's up to you whether or not you want to put the spaghetti in. I mean, the tomatoes. The tomatoes. I wanted y'all to just see that. You'll see there's a little bit of difference, you know, because they're mushier. You don't want to stir the heck out of them. And I always stir the heck out of everything. I do. But I'm only putting 1 can, so really it's not going to be, it's not a whole lot. And I did drain them. I think that it's good to drain them. Now, if you like, you can keep that. You can put that spaghetti soup in here. Spaghetti soup. Spaghetti juice. Oh my goodness. I'll get my words right in a minute. You can put this tomato juice liquid from your can into this, as well as the Italian dressing. It won't hurt nothing either. It just changes the flavor. Okay? If you don't like too much Italian dressing or the oiliness, go ahead and add you some tomato juice. It's up to you. Gotta taste it. I think I like the Italian, but try different ways. I try to tell y'all that. Try it different ways. I like a little bit of tomato in it, but still it's whatever I have on hand. I love having everything. And I make different salads that I think are good. I have one with some mushrooms, because you have people who don't like mushrooms, so I have one that has its own ingredients and is really good. So and I always just try to tell y'all, make something, but leave out whatever it is you don't like. Go ahead and make it. If you take out that 1 or 2 ingredients, it's still going to be good. If you don't like mushrooms, don't eat mushrooms. You don't have to. Don't eat onions. This is stirred up really well, I think. Oh my goodness. Yes. I didn't put more of that in there yet. I think I'm going to taste of it first. It looks like it's got enough dressing on it. I thought maybe it's just soaked up too much, but it may be just fine, just like that. Spaghetti. This is pretty good. That really is. See if I can find me a shrimp. Crab meat. So that's what it looks like now. Got a little piece of meat, crab meat, all rolled up. Look at that. Look at that. Isn't that good? All them veggies. You got lots of veggies in there. Lots of veggies in there. Healthy. You put it in the fridge and you let it chill a little bit, and it's even better. You can eat it just like this, or you can let it chill. Okay? Hope y'all like it. Add more dressing to it if you like. When you put it on your plate, I'll show you what I do. Let me get a little plate. I'm going to get a little plate and go ahead and fix me up some. Yum. Wonderful. Wonderful. I'm getting all that color, y'all. I love color. I'm all about the color. Yummy. Oh, yes. It is just packed with good stuff here, y'all. Oh. Love it. Love it. Love it, love it. Look at that. Let me make sure my camera's doing all right. Okay. Look at that. This is wonderful. This is wonderful. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. A second. Okay, everybody. So, I put it out, took it out of the pan, and I found me a bowl. Look at that. Look at that. Isn't that great? I'm like, that's a lot. It's plenty. It's a good thing I didn't make twice that much. But yes, I have done that in the past with my family and with all my kids, because they loved it. And I mean, it would be gone in just 2 or 3 days. I mean, we liked eating on it. We really did. And yeah, I hope y'all like it. I hope y'all try it. Look at that. Look at that. Yum. 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 We are going to enjoy this for a little while. So, yeah, alright. So, I fixed me up a little bowl. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Yum. Yum. So good. Now I get to try it. Now, it's up to y'all, but I like to put a little bit of my cheese all stuck in it. I call it my shaker cheese. It's my grated Parmesan cheese, but you don't know in a lot of my videos, I call this my shaker cheese. Yeah, shake it up and put it on. Oh yeah, just put it on top. If you don't want it, you don't have to. It's good either way. I like to put some on top. Ooh-wee, yeah. Now don't put it in that. You only want to put it on what you're fixing to eat. Because you know it gets kind of soft or whatever. It would change the texture. You don't want it to soak into the dressing, is what I mean. So yeah, just put it on top. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah. Give me one moment. I always thank God for helping me. Our Father in heaven, I thank you for helping me make another good meal. I thank you for guiding me and blessing me, and thank you for taking care of my family and myself, and thank you for putting a shield of protection around us and your good angels around us and taking care of us. Thank you for guiding us. Thank you for loving us. Thank you, Father. I pray, Father, that you bless this food, help it to nourish my body, and bless it and help it to nourish anybody else that makes it. And Father, be with my viewers, be with my family and I, and be with all of us, and take good care of us, protect us, guide us, and bless us, Father. Thank you, Father, for everything you do for us. I pray these things in Jesus' name. Amen. Alright. Oh man, I can't wait to dig in this one. I love these things. I love all of this. And I'm glad I get to share it with y'all. It is a little work cutting up all that stuff. It ain't no more than cooking a big meal. And then look how much you got to enjoy. Put it in the fridge and eat on it for a few days. Or take it to a big get together. That'd be great too. Mmm. Oh, that's good. Got your crunchy carrots and crunchy broccoli. And then your pasta, your zucchini, and your yellow squash, tomatoes, all that's more softer. But your onions, bell pepper, you know. But your carrots and your broccoli are going to be the most crunchy. Yeah, the crunchy vegetables. So you have your soft ones and your harder ones. Mm. I think I put the right amount of the Italian dressing too. Now for that whole big pot, which I've got mine too, this is a 24-ounce Italian dressing, and I used more than half. Well, yeah, a little bit more than half. It's on this big round bottle, it's halfway here, so I used half of that, and then a little bitty bit, you know, out of the neck of it. So, but it's half on this big part. It's half. Right there. So, it's up to you how much you want to put in it. Y'all want more or less? You know, but I think I put about the right amount. I think y'all like that. Top it with your cheese. And eat it and enjoy it. Oh, man. I like all of it. I love the spaghetti and the vegetables. But I can't get the right size bite with spaghetti. Oh my goodness. Goodness. Mm. Mm. Y'all are going to like the flavor. It's refreshing. It has just enough spice with all that dressing in it. It is really good, y'all. This is really good. And I do like the fact we put the tomatoes in. If you have tomatoes, go ahead and try it. And obviously you can use fresh little cherry tomatoes or fresh cut up tomato. Yeah, of course. I didn't have any. Mm. Mm. Yeah, whenever I don't have tomatoes on hand, I just use a can. I keep those cans of diced tomatoes in stock. I keep them because I use a lot of tomatoes for everything. And you know, tomatoes are not always available to buy when they're very, really good. Look at that. Yum. Mm. I can't keep them on my fork. I was going for a piece of, there it is a little bit, piece of crab and tomato and black olive. And that spaghetti's hanging down. Look at that. That spaghetti won't get out of the way. Mmm. Mmm. I get a little bit of that cheese. Oh man, I got cheese all over the zucchini. And there's a piece of the crab meat hanging down right there on the side. Crab meat. There's another piece of crab meat. So I'm getting some of that Parmesan cheese that I just put on here on some zucchini and crab meat and spaghetti. Mmm. 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 Y'all will like this. If y'all try it, let me know. If you like it, give me a thumbs up. And leave me a comment. Tell me how you tried it. Tell me what you did. Tell me what you liked. And yeah, subscribe to my channel. That helps me a lot. And I really do appreciate you guys subscribing. I appreciate you watching these videos all the way through. I know sometimes they're long. I want to give informative information, good information to people to, I don't know, to help them out in different little ways. And young people or young married couples and the young ladies that have been talking to me about how they're learning different things from me, you know, that they didn't get to learn when they were young. And they're getting in the kitchen and cooking, and I love being able to help y'all out. So if y'all have any questions, let me know. And yeah. Oh, and another thing, I had one girl asking me about the vegetables. Vegetables, a lot of them you can eat like this. You can eat raw. That's one reason why I wanted to do this specific video too, was because all of these vegetables that I put in here, when I was young, I'd never had them raw. I didn't know you could eat them like that. I didn't know. I had never had zucchini, and the only way I ever had yellow squash was in a squash casserole. I didn't like it smushy. I just didn't like the texture. I never had it any other way. I knew you could eat broccoli, carrots, bell pepper, yeah. But I didn't know you could eat the squash like that, the yellow squash or the zucchini squash. And yeah. So I'm glad if I can give that information out to you guys, and you guys be able to try it and try these foods and vegetables different ways. Yeah, then I love being able to help. And I know that means I'm talking a little bit longer. I hope that I'm helping somebody. Okay? So thank you guys for watching. Thanks for everybody else's patience. But I do like helping try to teach some young people some things. And of course the working people that have always worked. And I just like to help. So thank you so much for watching. Give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment, subscribe to my channel, and I'll put out a whole bunch more. I'm putting out stuff every week. You know, main dishes, side dishes, soups, salads, vegetables, desserts, everything I can think of. So, I truly thank y'all for watching. Thank you, thank you. So, as always, bye.